Hello, my name is Stephanie Garcia, and today I will be answering ethical dilemma number 15. So, for this ethical dilemma, basically just picking a text that taught you most about ethical dilemmas and personal responsibility, and which ones taught the least and why. And the same thing for which ones taught you most about social responsibility and which ones taught the least and why. So, on to the first one, which is personal responsibility. I'm trying to think, but I think the one that taught me most was one of the most recent ones. I think it might have been Me and My Algo. I can't remember the name of it, but there's just one of them that it was like someone just had to be held responsible for something, or it actually might not have been that one. I don't know which one it could have been, to be honest. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it was the one where you basically had to learn more about social response or personal responsibility, and it was with the guy who had to try and control himself because he wanted to kill the person who was going onto his ranch. And I feel like that one was a really good example of personal responsibility, like just trying to personally get himself in check. But I feel like that one also could have taught the least because it was more of like a moral thing at some point. But one that could have taught the least, or like basically didn't talk about it at all, was probably looking through like the thing right now. I'm thinking it might have been The Void Wife back from week 7. Um, I think that one literally had nothing to do with like personal responsibility. I don't know. I just feel like it had no connection to it whatsoever. But on to the next one, social responsibility. So for social responsibility, I think I would probably have to say Queen Bee, which was one of the most recent ones we did just last week. And I feel like that one was really good because that one, if I remember correctly, it had to do, I don't want to be wrong. Double check. Don't want to be wrong. Oh, yes. With the Queen Bee, and it was kind of like it was a metaphor for like moral responsibility and stuff like that. Um, but that one I feel like it was really good for social responsibility as well, just because like it was a whole like group, like the metaphor of it. All the little bees follow the queen bee. So, if that makes sense. But I feel like the one that taught me the least may have been, trying to think. I feel like this was one of the early ones too. It most likely would have been When We Were Happy We Had Other Names. I think it was that one. That one was, it was I think it had nothing to do with like social responsibility in any form, like shape or form as well. Like that's kind of how I picked for the one before. But I feel like that one just, like I said, had nothing to do with it, didn't connect with social responsibility in any way. And I feel like that's why I would say that one taught me the least in that aspect. But overall, I mean, there's really good text throughout the year or throughout the semester. So I feel like they all taught me something, but not in connection to what the questions are asking. But yeah, I think all the texts this year were really good, and I think they're very interesting. And never heard of all of them before, but overall, I think they were great. Thank you.